Well, hi everybody, good morning. My name is Sally Roper and I'm coming to you from Ornaments in Jamaica. I have an extremely busy day today. I have to unload the kiln. I have to drive to Kingston. My husband's in hospital and it's about a 2-hour drive, so I have to go spend some time with him, come back, which is another 2-hour drive, and then I have to sand all the bottom of all these pots, the ones that I unloaded from the video that I posted 2 days ago, and from the unloading here. And then I have to pack up my car because I have a big fair tomorrow. It's probably the biggest one I have for the Christmas season. So there's just so much for me to do, so I'm going to get onto it. Now, yesterday or the day before, when I did my video, I told you about how I make very precise notes about all the glazing that I did. And I don't know what happened on this last one. I have done this for a couple of years now. I didn't make notes on the pots that are in here. So I hope that even though it's only within the last 48 hours of when I glazed them, I hope I can remember what they are. Certainly when I look at the pieces, I should have a bit of an idea. But I did exactly what I told you not to do, or I didn't do exactly what I told you to do, and that was to make notes of how you did your glazing. But I will fill that in when I have some time, certainly probably later today. It won't take me too long because there's not a whole lot in here today. So I'm going to get right at it. Now, last video I had this beautiful peacock bowl. I just want to show it to you again because I'm just so in love with it. Now, I'm going to open up the lid. I have a confession to make. I had already started this video and then got about 2 minutes or 3 minutes into it, and then my phone went off and I went, oh, what's the problem? Well, I was on snapshot. I wasn't even on video. So I've already lifted the lid. I've already seen the top row of pots. So I can't go, oh, what a surprise, because I already know what it looked like and I've already begun the discussion. So I'm just going to go ahead and lift it again and take out this beautiful peacock bowl. I really, really like this. So what I did was I did a little bit of a different procedure this time. So what I have done in the past is dip the bowl in a glaze, and then I add the Mako Flux. I add the stroke and coat. I add the other colors and the other things that I do. This time I just went, before I even put on the base glaze, I did the Mako Light Flux, and I do it in U's, and I do 2 rows, and then in the top row I have Candy Apple Red by Stroke and Coat, and in the second row I have Orange Appeal. And then I thought, well, what glaze am I going to use to complement this, because I don't want to use blues and greens and whatever. I do a lot of that. I thought I would do something different, and then I was going through my brush on glaze options and I came across Ancient Jasper. And as it was last night, Mako had posted a short video on doing on using Ancient Jasper. And so I can actually tell you why this has turned out the color. I thought it was going to come out red, and it's come out brown. And in the video I watched, she said if you put on 1 coat it goes brown, 2 coats it goes green, and 3 coats it goes red. Well, I put 1 coat on the outside, so it's gone brown. And then I did 2 coats on the inside, so it's a little bit darker. There's a little bit of brown and maybe some green is trying to come through on this, but there's no red, which I'm actually kind of happy about, because I think this is a winner combination. So there you have it. It's Stroke and Coat, Candy Apple Red, and Orange Appeal, and Ancient Jasper. So what I did was I just and Honey Flux. So I just put the Ancient Jasper heavy around over where the dots were, and then I just kind of swoosh it around the inside with no particular pattern or whatever, and that's what you get. So this is a winner. I'm really happy. It's about 12 inches wide and 6 inches deep, so it's a nice size bowl, and those colors just pop. So these two are going to be the stars of my show tomorrow. All right. So I make these these eyeglass holders, and let me show you because I featured it in the last class. So I just make this cylinder and I stick a nose on it, and it protrudes for a reason. Nobody's nose, I hope, is like that. But anyway, you just put your glasses on it and your glasses sit, and they rest on the nose, so it is strategically placed where it is. The cutouts are deep enough that there's enough room to hold the arms of your eyeglasses. And then you have plenty of room to put pencils or whatever you want to go inside, anything that's kind of tall. But it's a great man gift. This is a really good man's gift. And anyway, what I did was, this is a refire, because what I did was I dipped it in Opulence Ultra White, and then I dipped the rim in Jess's Black Copper, and that's available from Clayscapes Pottery. And as it dried, it really cracked, and I thought, well, maybe it'll melt into itself. Well, it didn't, and there were lots of marks like this on the outside and whatever. So what I did yesterday is, not yesterday, day before, is that I just re-dipped it in, very quickly re-dipped it in, and I refired, and it has corrected itself. So I'm really happy with how it came out. I was kind of hoping it would run a little bit, but these are both very stable glazes. So it's Jess's Black Copper, or not Jess's, just Black Copper, available from Clayscapes Pottery, and this is Ultra White, available from Mid-South Ceramics. It's an Opulence glaze. So I'm happy with that. Okay, another refire. These were a replica of some mugs that I made, and anyway, the person I made them for asked me if I would make some more. Not terribly fond of the color combination, but they really love it. So this is Opulence Turquoise, a full dip, the whole thing. And then I did Indigo Float on the outside, and I did Chun Plum on the rim. Now my Chun Plum was really thick, and I got a lot of crawling. And so what I did is I thinned down my Chun Plum to make it like a thick, almost like a yogurt thickness, and I reapplied it to the rim, and I've refired it, and the problem is solved. The rims are lovely. This is a win-win for the refire, and I had problems. You can see where the red was, like that was that had the glaze had completely pulled away from that in the first firing, so you can see that this refire has worked out well. And I have 4 of them. So these are a commission for a friend of mine, and I'm glad it worked out. That was one of the things I was worried about. One of the other things I did was a refire of a gift I've made for somebody in my family, and I showed you a sneak peek of it. I wasn't really happy with I'm not going to show you all of it because it's just very special. Anyway, what happened is when I use clear on the bottom, I'm just covering up the design on the inside. I will take a snapshot of it sometime and post it, but it just means a lot to my daughter and me. Okay. So anyway, what happened is I didn't like the way the French blue meant on the bottom. So again, I took a very fine brush and I just kind of filled in a couple of gaps, and I refired this one, and I'm really glad I did. I was very nervous and I was hoping it wouldn't bubble up or do anything, and it didn't. It repaired itself exactly the way I had intended. So again, another refire win. All right. So here we go, are some more of these elf mugs. This is Sanbao Studio, China, I think it's China Clay Art, and it's their decals, and these are the elf feet, and then they also have a bunch of Christmas saying or holiday greeting sayings, and then I also had another one of theirs of their hollies. So I just kind of did multiple decals on here. And then I dipped the whole thing into clear up to here. I used ultra white on the inside, and then I did stroke and coat, and this is orange appeal. So this is the same orange that I used in this bowl here. In fact, there's the orange there, but this is it in its raw form, and that's in 3 heavy coats. I did not put any clear over it, so you get this glossy finish. So I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. So that's part of the set. I made 9 of these mugs, and I just hope people in Jamaica like it. This is my favorite one. Again, using the sandbow decals, and there's no elf feet on this one. Oops, yes there is. So if you're drinking your mug and you take a sip, then the people looking at you get to see the elf feet. And this is the same candy apple red, same red that's in the bowl. And I just painted 3 heavy coats, ultra white on the inside. And I'm really happy with how that one came out. Let it snow, and I just put on some snowflake decals. So that's a win. And the last, I think I'm not sure if this is the last one or not, but this is another one, again, done with the candy apple red, stroke and coat, 3 coats. And this one says, obviously, Merry Christmas, and it's got the elf feet and a couple of snowflakes. So I'm happy. I'm really happy with how those turned out. Okay. Okay, my shelf was really stuck to my posts. And so usually what I do is I just give it a little wiggle to make sure it releases, because the last thing I want to do is lift up my shelf, have a post stick to it, and then when I'm lifting it out, the post drops and lands and breaks on one of my pieces. So, yeah. But those of you with your own home studios already know that, so I'm not telling you anything. So this is done in Amico Snow. I bought a bucket of their 10-pound dry, and I mixed it because I'm a dipper, as you all know. And this is done with the Jessica Putnam Phillips from Clay Share Market, and this is her rolling pin design. And this is GR Pottery Forms. So I have Amico, Clay Share, and GR Pottery Forms all on this pot here. So this is really nice. It would make a great little cheese tray. And these are also refires. I didn't like how they came out, and a lot of the pitting in the inside of these daisies. And so I just took some more rainforest, and I just blotted it in, and then I just lightly wiped it over to give it a little bit of even consistency, and I fixed the problem. So this and this one, I did the same thing with this one here, and the repair is perfect. So again, another refire winner, where you can see how it pitted. I'm not going to fire them again because I need to sell them tomorrow. But this is what I was trying to cover up. But it's only in 1 or 2 here on this one, so I'm just going to leave it. But these were part of the set that I made, and I'll sell them as a set. And this is another garlic dish. Again, you can see how crisp the line is, and that's because of the way I wax the bottoms. I hot wax the bottoms, and this is a garlic grater. So you take a clove of garlic, you cut it crosswise, and then you rub it in here, and it macerates and makes a paste. And so you can make some lovely fresh garlic oil. There you go. It's good, and you can use ginger, you can use turmeric, you can use any kind of a root that needs to be grated or macerated. Yeah, winner. Okay. I don't have a lot in this. I kind of, with the last one, I had too much for 1 kiln load and not enough for 2. But this is another one of the, it kind of goes with this one here. And this is the same process, except that I used cobalt glaze, but I love cobalt glaze. I love the way it breaks over the texture, and you just get that lovely white. I didn't do anything. I dipped it, and that just is the natural effect of the glaze breaking over the texture. That's a winner. Well, they're both winners, actually. And this is another one just using a larger size GR pottery form. So I'm happy with those. So these are the, let me just put them together. These are the two sizes. Nice. I'm happy with those. And this is a bowl that didn't make the last firing. I showed you in the last one the little dip bowl that I made, and this is to go with this. At least I hope somebody buys the two together. But this is blue rutile, Amico blue rutile, and it's 4 heavy coats. And this is I'm not sure if it's snow or ultra white. Again, the colors are so identical. I think it's ultra white on the inside. And then what I did was I was very careful, and I got some Mark's wax on, and I just waxed the rim because I wanted to make sure that when I put on the blue that it didn't overlap, and it gives you a really nice crisp rim edge, and I'm happy with how that turned out. So these two will be sold as a set. Alrighty. We're down to the last row already. Like I said, I don't have a lot in this one, and this one is going to be quick. Okay, so we have 2 more of these eyeglass holders, and this one is in aqua, and this one is in opulence French blue. They changed their formula a couple of years ago, and they went away from using white talc and they went into black talc. And I've noticed a big difference in the performance of this glaze. It was one of my absolute favorite glazes, and it never failed me. And I can see a little bit of color. I know what I'm looking at, and you might say, oh, Sally, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Well, there really isn't anything wrong with it, but I just see a little bit of difference because I know what it used to look like. But anyway, it's still a beautiful piece, and as I said, a perfect man gift. Well, a perfect gift for a woman too, but anyway, it's a perfect gift. All right, another peacock bowl, and this is the 4th of my series, and this one is using silver lining and jaded. So silver lining is a gray, very, very soft gray color, and then jaded. So it's interesting how this came out. Anyway, the bowl has been dipped in Blue Monday, and then I used seaweed on the rim so I could also help get the flow. I used honey flux over all the dots, and then on top of that I did seaweed because I want the run, I want it to flow, and it didn't disappoint me. And I put a little bit of the seaweed on the outside, and it's really gorgeous. Let me just show you. So there you have it. Now, again, in the last video, I showed you some of the ornaments that I made. Anyway, I delivered them last night, and the person is absolutely thrilled with them. And I have some more pieces in here, and this is how I hang them on top of kiln posts, and they just hang there. And that way I can have glaze on both sides. So this is Weeping Plum, again with texture on it. And well, I love celadons and texture. You can't give me enough of that. And this is Sky. And these are little cookie cutters. These are just cookie cutters. And this is another one of Sky. I'm not going to show you all of them because I've made a bunch. This is Aqua. But they'll look nice, and what I'll do is I'll just get a nice piece of Christmas ribbon and just make a twist tie and sell those tomorrow. And again, just some round ones if somebody wants a round one. And that one you've seen. This one is Weeping Plum, and this is just the I don't know what to call it. It's just a cookie cutter. And then on the back I have the word love. Some of these I have I've used some. I have a decal transfer that I got from, oh gosh, I can't remember who it is. I'll put it in the notes. Anyway, and this is Believe. So I kind of have to check the backs of some of these because they have stuff written on the backs. Okay, here's another one. This one says Love Matters. So just kind of nice. I'll probably hang it looking like that. But anyway, and again, this is Marigold. And this is Snow. And then those are all snow. So nothing exciting about that. And then I have some Christmas trees. Again, they just slide off nicely. These are Nikron wire bead wires, and they're 6 inches long. So I only put like 4 or 5 ornaments on it because the wire sags a little bit, and I don't want these to move and slide into each other. And this is just a Celadon green. Anyway, they're cute. Cute little decals for decals, ornaments. Not decals at all. And again, this is just more of the same. Again, this one says Dream Big. So nice things to give away. And my last thing to show you are these two little, one says Faith is my daughter's middle name, so I'm going to give this to her for Christmas. And these are little purse charms. So there's no hole in them to hang or whatever, and you just give them to somebody and you just say it's just a little charm to stick in your purse, especially for women. And it just maybe gives them a little bit of love and a whole lot of faith. So there you go. I don't know why I keep looking up like that so you can look up my nose. Let me just bring my head down and much more pleasant view of my face. And this is another one. It's a little bit bigger. And my last set of ornaments. And this one says Imagine. And this one says Grow with Grace. And then just some more little ornaments. So that's it. So thank you all very much for joining me again today. I'm not sure that I will have another video before Christmas. I do have another show coming up in a couple of weeks. So I will be making stuff for that, and we'll just see. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. I'm in a rush, so I'm going to end this quickly. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I invite you to do so, but it's not necessary. And I just wish you all the best of a holiday season. Merry Christmas, ho, ho, ho. Go out to the malls, enjoy all the celebration, all the lights, and just everything that the holiday season brings you. I hope it brings you lots of joy. It's going to bring it to me. So thank you very much, everybody. Happy holidays.